Yeah, yeah. Three experts, one mission. Your business, your answer. Strike Force 3 superheroes for your business. Tips, advice, and the right move. Bring your questions, we'll break it through. Strike Force 3. Let's get to work.
Hey, we're the Strike Force 3. My name is Charmaine. I have Netta and Laura. We're your superheroes for your business. And we have some answers to your questions that were submitted to us. Laura, what you got for us today?
Well, here's an interesting question. It comes from someone that owns a small wellness studio. And they offer services like yoga, massage therapy, wellness workshops. And they have customers, a base of customers, but growth is very inconsistent. Some months they're okay, and some months are just terrible. I can feel that pain right there, right? I post on Instagram, I send emails sometimes, and I offer discounts when things get slow. Honestly, I feel like I'm doing a lot, but I don't know what is actually working. So here's the question they have, and I think, Netta, you're probably the best one to answer this. How do I know if my problem is strategy, finance, or visibility?
When revenue goes up and down like that, I don't see it as one small marketing problem. I see it as a system problem. Something in the chain is inconsistent. It can be the message, the offer, the pricing, the follow-up system, or the visibility. So the first step is not to post more or discount more. The first step is to find where the business is leaking.
That's great. I'm sure that will help her. And if she can find out where she's leaking, she can maybe add another product or something in there to fill those gaps, right?
Yeah.
All righty, so who's next? Netta, do you have a question?
Okay, this is Joe. My books is a mess, and I don't know how to get my business back in alignment.
Okay. So that sounds
I think it goes to Charmaine, which just comes to money. Charmaine, it's you.
Yes. Hi, my name is
Money.
Charmaine. So, yes, that is a perfect problem that I have noticed from so many business owners who do not know how to really structure their books. So, this particular issue, I recommend first find out when did you actually begin your books and when were they actually balanced. That'll kind of help you kind of to navigate that. If January was balanced, then you start with February. But if January is out of balance, then you need to go back and look at and make sure you have all your income recorded and your expenses recorded. And if you don't know how to do that, then hey, we're the Strike 3 Force. We're here to help you to navigate, to show you the right way of how to get your books in order so you'll know your income and your profit for that month or for the whole year. All righty. So who got the next question? All righty. So let's see. Is that I see Laura? Oh, yes. Here we go. We got one from Stephanie. Stephanie wrote, how many times should I follow up with my lead? I feel like I am a pest. Is that for Laura? Laura, can you answer the question? All right.
I'll take that one. Sometimes we feel like we're being really creepy, right? Always reaching out to a lead saying, hey, I'm here. Do you want to buy from me? Do you want to buy from me? Or, touch basing with them. If I told you that your competition only follows up once, 50% of your competition only follows up once, and they never follow up again, that would be a great statistic, right? That you're standing and have lost 50% of your competitors. But you need to consistently follow up. I say 14 times. A lot of the experts say 9 times, but I say 14 times. And every time you follow up, more competitors leave. And when you're like 7, 8, 9, like 80% of everybody has left. And you don't always have to say, sell your service or whatever. It could be as easy as like, I read this article and I thought of you. And you're just staying in front of the customer at all times. But you know, at the end of your follow-up sequence, if that's, a dozen or 14 times, if they are going to buy that service or product, you will be the only person left standing and they will buy from you. And that's the only statistic you have to remember. You'll be the only one standing and you will be the only choice for that buyer.
I like that, Laura. All righty. Well, hopefully she received that message and do what you say. I see we got another question. Is there another question, Netta?
Yes, let me see here. Oh, this is, I think, the continuation. I need to hire help to keep my books in order. Charmaine, it's yours.
That sounds like me. Well, what I would recommend first, do you understand your own books? Like, do you understand the system that you're going to have somebody hire somebody to do your books? I think it's so important that you understand it instead of hiring somebody who can tell you what to do. And that's what I find a lot of time people get their books all messed up because they don't understand it and they bring somebody else on. So I recommend the person to answer the question, learn it yourself first to be able to hire somebody else to do it. So I hope that helped you. All right.
I think that's always in business, right?
Yeah.
So you don't get taken advantage of from an expert, right? You should at least have some knowledge in any place of your business when you hire out. I think that's right on, Charmaine.
Yeah. Thank you. All right, do we got another question?
I think
okay, I see one. You got that, Laura? Oh, you want me to answer? I'll answer that. How many social platforms should I stay visible? That sound like a Laura or a Netta? Which one?
We can both answer, but Laura, please just move.
Sure. There are so many out there, right? And your audience is in different areas. So if like you're at moms and maybe a 40 to 55, 40 to 60-year-old women or whatever, they're on Facebook. Okay. If you're trying to find a professional corporate audience, that would be LinkedIn. If you have a young audience, you got a hip product, expensive sports shoes or, selling merch or whatever, that may be Instagram. So find your audience first, where are they hanging out, and go hang out with them. Then be consistent. Yes. Whatever that consistency means for you, because we're all busy as business owners. If it means once a week, then make sure you're posting once a week. If you're posting 3 times a week, make sure you're posting 3 times a week. The more is the better, but consistency is actually more important because they know when you're going to show up online.
I like that, Laura. Yeah, it's really important. There's so many social media platforms out there, right? And like you said, you got to find the right one that fits your niche for the people to get the message out. So I like that.
So at the point of the X-ray vision that I have,
superpower, Netta, your superpower.
Yeah, my superpower is the X-ray vision that I have. I can say that answer this that social media and platforms, as Laura said, there are many out there, and if you have a type of business that your clients are scattered among these people, for example, let's say TikTok people are mostly young people and fast, right? It's the attention is just 18 seconds, the most. You have to create something. You need to know your platform. You need to know what are your targets are, what are your avatars. Then create the content for those avatars. You cannot create one content for everybody. And one other example, I can say that Facebook, if you want to post something, I think the maximum video that you can post, it has to be under 20 megabytes. But when you go to LinkedIn, you can post something on 10 minutes, which is very big. So you need to have and understand the restrictions, what you can post, what you cannot post. Even the number of the letters or words are matter in different platforms. But at the same time, you have to have the consistency of your messaging on all these different contents. One message, different ways, and in four different platforms. Hopefully I answer your question.
And I think you said something very important at the very beginning, was to get a hook at the very beginning, because people are scrolling fast. So get that hook, right? To make them stop, open the article, open your message so they can read it all, which I think is important.
Well, you heard it from us, the Strike Force 3, and we will be back next time to give you more information about your business. So don't hesitate to leave a question when you watch this video, and we will read your question live online, so those who might be struggling can join and learn more about what Strike Force 3 is all about. Remember, we're here for you to help your business. Superheroes, let's go!
Yay! Next Tuesday, 11:30 Pacific time, here for 45 minutes.
Three experts, one mission. Your business, your answer. Strike Force 3, superheroes for your business. Tips, advice, and the right move. Bring your questions, we'll break it through. Strike Force 3, let's get to work.